Welcome to Super Swimmer, your African window on the world of aquatics. In this edition, the 49th edition of the prestigious Ekwele Midmar Mile, we look at the feature men and women races of the event. Stay with us and check it out right here on Super Swimmer. Welcome to the 49th edition of the Ekwele Midmar Mile. After 2 years of countless challenges, this iconic race is back. A milestone event for anyone with an adventurous spirit and the will to conquer. This mile or 1600 meter swim is the biggest of its kind on the planet. A bucket list item for many people from all over the world. We start off this program with the main female race, women 14 to 30 years. The other age groups have done their racing. Now it's time for our most competitive swimmers to race for honors.
I'm feeling good. I'm a little bit nervous, but I just want to go out there, have fun, and see what I can do.
Yeah, I'm super excited. The conditions are great. A little bit flatter than what I normally like. But yeah, I'm excited, and I think it's going to be a good race.
I'm going to try see where the currents are pushing me, and then I'll try and swim against it, or try and get so I don't get pushed away or pushed to the side. So hopefully that will work.
I'm feeling good. We just did a warm-up swim. It was pretty nice. It's relaxing, calm, yeah, so we'll see what happens.
I'm quite excited. Always love Midmar. It's always a lot of fun. So yeah, I'm just going to go out, give it my all, and see how it goes. I'm quite excited, yeah.
I'm very excited. The weather feels nice. The water is nice and flat for today. Yeah, I'm very excited to be here and have fun.
More than 150 swimmers have entered. The race marking is done and the start is getting ever so close. The elite swimmers and top 20 selected and invited to perform received their briefing from event organizer Wayne Ridden. During COVID restrictions, the racing limited the amount of swimmers in the water. Several changes were made to accommodate and make it easy for participants. One of these fresh ideas was to set the top contenders off on a pontoon, separate from the swimmers. Treated like the VIPs they are, the invited group was shuttled to the start 1 mile away. The other seeded swimmers make their way into the dam for a water start. These swimmers are all sporting green Ekwele Midmar caps. It is mid-morning and very hot in the Midmar meander. The wind has picked up slightly, but the water remains flat and warm. Our top 20 elite swimmers are wearing white caps. A quick photo opportunity, and why not? Veteran starter Martin Godfrey welcomes them for the race. Amanda Kinghorn was second in 2021, and this year our Olympic 10-kilometer racer Michelle Weber, the defending champion of the women's mile, is not present. The swimmers make their way on a very hot scaffolding surface. They'll want to get in the water as soon as possible. They quickly get creative and water down the start pontoon. It really is hot now at the Midmar Dam. All set for open water action, and they get their start. You can see how clever it is to separate the top swimmers from the chaos of a mass start. We can expect good times today. The currents, however, can be deceiving. In the earlier races, we witnessed quite a few swimmers being pushed left of the start and going quite a bit astray of the shortest line. These swimmers would have seen that and are more experienced, but let's wait and see. Emma Carmody and Tatum Buerta lead out Robin Kinghorn. Samantha Randall and Tori Earl are close behind. Jaden Lee Hubert and Taylor Bruce fighting to get to the front. Jessica Carmody with the purple swimsuit. On the lead boat, multiple Midmar winner Chad Ho keeps a close eye. Victoria Earl has been edging close to winning for the past 3 years. She'll want honours this time around, and judging by determination, she could do it. The 400 meter maxed hotspot is fast approaching. 800 Rand is up for grabs for the first swimmer to go through the 400 meter mark. There you can see Tori Earl's lead. Next best, it looks like Mackay Forrest and Kylie Antonopoulos. A bit of a tussle on their right, Stephanie Hartman in the mix. And Tori Earl gets the 400 meter maxed hotspot. Stephanie Hartman, Emma Carmody and Tatum Buerta are right up there. Bailey Forrest and Samantha Randall come into view. Emily Fasaki and Robin Kinghorn all still within striking distance. The whole field has followed the lead group more to the middle of the dam, making sure they don't drift too close to the left bank. Tori Earl is stroking comfortably. Stephanie Hartman has closed the gap and together with Kylie Antonopoulos is putting pressure on Earl. On the right, Mackay Forrest makes a move and moves in on the lead. Randall, Hartman and Emma Carmody are on their heels. The 800 meter mark looms. Mackay Forrest, and still with the lead, Tori Earl. Antonopoulos and then Emily Fasaki swims into frame. The 800 meter maxed hotspot has prize money of 1,600 Rand. Can Earl be first past this mark as well? The currents at this point are very unpredictable, but there is often something afoot at this stage of the race. Samantha Randall has gone wide to the right. Stephanie Hartman puts pressure on Earl for this hot spot. Tori Earl wins the 800 meter maxed hotspot. Stephanie Hartman follows and then Pretoria-based Samantha Randall. Mackay Forrest, Kylie Antonopoulos and Emily Fasaki maintain their pace behind the lead. Hartman and Randall look to be moving ahead of Earl now. Did Tori Earl go out too fast, or is she easing off and waiting to surge towards the end? Antonopoulos is not letting the race get away from her. Earl in the foreground, then Hartman and Randall. Mackay Forrest is swimming a clever race, hanging slightly right of the lead, but never far off. Kylie Antonopoulos a short length behind. It's also good to see Emily Fasaki staying with the front pack. I think she'll get to the 1200 meter marker first and take that maxed hotspot, but let's wait and see. Victoria Earl gets a look in. What a race from her so far. It will be Hartman, a bit more than a body length on Samantha Randall. Mackay Forrest follows and then Tori Earl. The angle can sometimes be very deceiving, but Stephanie Hartman is definitely 2,400 Rand richer by winning the 1200 meter maxed hotspot. The finish beckons for the leaders of the Aquele Midmar Mile for women 14 to 30. Seeking shade from the harsh sun, the spectators make their way to witness the finish. Stephanie Hartman has this all sewn up. The flatter water from the 1200 meter mark is working for her. Samantha Randall, Mackay Forrest and Tori Earl will fight now for the next placings. Stephanie Hartman finishes to win the 2022 Aquele Midmar Mile. Her official time, 19 minutes and 37 seconds. Samantha Randall has edged ahead of Mackay Forrest and rises now to claim second place.
It looks like Mackay Forrest has had an unbelievable race here.
An amazing race from Tori Earl. 2 hotspots won and into 4th. It will be a bittersweet moment for her. Kylie Antonopoulos has maintained her position and claims 5th place. Emily Fasaki from the Seal Swimming Club in Pietermaritzburg gets a very credible 6th place.
Yeah, so Robin Kinghorn in amongst them. It's going to be a run to the finish line, so a really great race by our top 10 girls here.
The next swimmers will want to end up in the top 10. A sprint now to the finish. It is Tatum Buerta, Robin Kinghorn, Bailey Forrest, and then Emma Carmody. 2 Forrest family members in the top 10, very well done. Timing chips are gathered and their race times and places are recorded. And it is race number 8621, Ashley Ebing, who is just out of the top 10 for 2022. What a great race to showcase this prestigious event here at the Midmar Dam. The balance of the swimmers rises on the slipway to register their times. Carly Antonopoulos is happy. So too our 2022 winner, Stephanie Hartman. Bailey and Mackay Forrest celebrate their achievements of 9th and 3rd respectively. As the swimmers conclude their mile, we catch up with our winner.
In the beginning, I was chilling at the back, well, in the middle, and I saw the hotspot, but I was like, let me rather just leave it for the end. But the conditions were actually really good. There wasn't too much waves, and it was a good race.
I wasn't aiming for any of the hot spots. I was just trying to get from start to finish and see where I got.
Wasn't a great race at all. I wasn't feeling too good. I have started a new program, so obviously I will take time to adjust, and I know that I couldn't have expected a good race. But yeah, I mean, 4th, still happy, still up there. Just, yeah, it slipped away from me at the end, so a little bit disappointed, but it is what it is.
The 400 and 800 meter maxed hotspot winner, Victoria Earl. Winner of the 1200 meter hotspot and our overall winner, Stephanie Hartman. Very well done to our top 10 women of the Ekwele Midmar Mile 2022. A photo with Olympic pool champion Chandler Clough. What more could our achievers wish for? The water is flat and clear for the Ekwele Midmar Mile for men 14 to 30. At the start, the green cap swimmers prepare for their open water challenge. The elite swimmers will make their way shortly from the VIP marquee.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a good race for the main elite swimmers today. I think there's 20 on the line like last year. So yeah, I'm looking forward to a good day.
A bit nervous, hoping for the best, but we'll see what happens. Been training hard lately and prepping for nationals in 3 weeks' time.
No, I'm not going to go off route. I think I've got my route after the 16 miles pretty well mapped in my head. And yeah, I'm going to see what I can do out there.
Over the past few months, there have been seeding swims around the country in order to qualify for the Midmar Mile. The tension is evident at the start, but I also see the excitement. The green-capped swimmers will get a water start. The elite swimmers arrive at the start. They'll don the white Ekwele caps. The blue starting pontoon has now really heated up. The swimmers don't do well without shoes on this platform. Michael McGlynn, the 2020 and 2021 winner, hasn't been too well after his 9th place in the 10-kilometer Tokyo Olympics open water swim. Can he make it a hat-trick this time around? He opts to use the water and not the hot scaffolding to get to the start. The elite swimmers follow. Well, this is one way of cooling down the pontoon. Under starters' orders, the elite swimmers should make it to open water first. A bit of churn as the water is disturbed by more than 130 swimmers. From this angle, it does seem that some of the green caps have gone out very fast. Could we have a surprise from a fairly unknown entrant this year? The elite squad will be saying, no way. There is a reason why Wayne Ridden has specially invited the top 20. They deserve it. Let's wait and see. Ross Hardigan sporting a full beard. Richard Bieneke on his inside. Michael McGlynn now. Ross Patterson and Connor Albertine are visible early on. So too Connor Back and Luca Holtzhausen. Carl White and Mohammed Adam a little further back. Reino van Willig as well. McGlynn's elegant stroke very visible here. The field spreads out, the water warm and quite flat. Michael McGlynn in the foreground, but there is a swimmer that has gone very wide as well. A better perspective now. Ross Hardigan from Tuks swimming, Bieneke on his heels. I wonder if McGlynn can see the threat on his far right. Tuks entrant Connor Albertine, he's been in excellent form. This race does not allow you to go off the preferred line. One mistake can cost you dearly. Hartigan, followed by Luca Holtzhausen. The 400-meter maxed hotspot is getting close. Who will it be? Connor Buck was our swimmer that went wide. He may even have the lead. He means business. The swimmers have veered left now. The 400-meter marker is ahead. Michael McGlynn is just behind Buck at this stage. When you want to win, hotspots are less important. Don't tell Connor Buck that though. He'll glide through the markers to win the 400-meter maxed hotspot and earn himself a 400 Rand bonus. Michael McGlynn is next, just ahead of Connor Albertine. And now Albertine surges to gain on Connor Buck. The chasing pack, looked on by record 7-time winner Chad Ho. Chad also holds the Midmar Mile record of 17 minutes flat, that time set in 2016. You can see the water is getting choppier in this part of the race. Some of the swimmers prefer it even rougher. Interesting to observe. But what an impressive breakaway from Connor Buck. He now has at least 18 meters on the chasing pack. It doesn't look like he's let up on his pace and stroke rate. I really think he wants to win here. Albertine, McGlynn, Hardigan and Patterson are seen in the second batch. They will have to pull out all the stops to haul in the leader. The swim from Connor Buck is absolutely incredible. The straight A student swimming under Alistair Hatfield has a bright future ahead. He crosses the line to win the maxed 800-meter hotspot. No question here. And there is the gap. Connor Buck will be going to Rider University in New Jersey in the USA to study actuarial science, but luckily he won't be lost to swimming. Choppy waters now at the 800-meter mark. Ross Patterson is just ahead of Michael McGlynn. Ross Hardigan and Connor Albertine can also be seen in the pack. They get into a line, but out in front, there's no stopping Connor Buck. If Buck maintains his pace, the fight will be at the rear for second and third. Anything could happen though. Cramp, veering off your route, fatigue, but I really don't think so. Connor looks up, making sure he sees his marker at the finish. Albertine, Hardigan, McGlynn and Patterson in the chase. Connor Buck goes way right once more, but no worries, he takes the 1200-meter maxed hotspot as well and earns another 2,400 Rand. He has won all 3 hotspots up for grabs. Just look at his lead. Wow, very impressive. This is where the battle is at the moment. Connor Albertine, Ross Patterson and Michael McGlynn. They go past the 1200-meter mark. Just as with the women's race, the water seems to flatten again after the 1200-meter mark. Connor Buck will have a good view of the finish, and soon he'll start hearing the public address system and applause from the spectators. The voice of renowned race commentator Arnold Getz booms over the sound system, welcoming home our 2022 winner.
Please, can you make some noise? Here he comes, the 49th champion in the rich history of the Aquila Midmar Mile. Connor Buck is on his way home. The minor placings will be fought out a good 180 odd meters further back. And second, third, and fourth, when we last heard the two Rosses, Caddison and Hattigan, Mike McGlynn, the defending champion, and Luca Holtzhausen. But here he comes. Let's hear it one more time. Can you bring him home and keep your hands together for him as he makes his way in? A time of 18:01:02:03. Fantastically done. And here he comes. The 2022 champion is Mr. Connor Buck.
Well, what a lead. That is absolutely amazing. Choosing that very far right line. Michael McGlynn is in amongst them. He was 8th at the Olympics in Tokyo. Swimming a great race. I know he took a bit of a break, but it's really nice to see him still racing the rest of the field here. So Michael McGlynn is on the right-hand side coming in. Ross Patterson on the far left. What are they going to do? I think Michael wants to stand up on the slipway and get out there with a run. It's going to be very, very close this, so we need to watch it carefully. So Michael McGlynn, there he goes. He knows what to do. He's won this twice before. He's second place this year. And what a photo finish. We're going to have to go to the photo finish, but Ross Hartigan, a brilliant finish.
It is, of course, McGlynn in second, Ross Patterson third, Ross Hartigan fourth, Connor Albertine in fifth, and Luca Holtzhausen in sixth place.
Those are brilliant swims there. So these guys really had a major race out there. They corrected themselves and went onto the left line eventually.
Ricard Benneker has had a great race. He comes over the line to claim 7th place. Cameron Burnell will be happy with his 8th place. Out the water and onto the slipway, Joshua Ashley gets in front of Sven van der Linde to take 9th. Sven rounds off the top 10. A great young talent next, Matthew Caldwell, just up the top 10. Carl White follows, and then our evergreen 16-miler, Reino van Willig, 13th overall. Most of the next 10 swimmers recorded times under 21 minutes. Mohammed Adam and Lashen Pillay get over the line in 19th and 20th respectively.
Now you can see the young kids. Mohammed Adam, a great swim from him in their 21:01.
As the swimmers make their way through the turnstiles, we manage to catch up with our winner.
So basically, standing on this bank before the race, I couldn't really see how the boys lined up with the finish. So when I got there, I just decided to head straight for the white tents, and obviously that turned out to be the right-hand line. But yeah, I wasn't exactly planning on going to the right.
I'm very happy. I think with the start of the year, I had COVID and I had a chest injury as well. So I had to come out of both of those at once, and yeah, I didn't think I was actually going to be here. So, driving up, I was like, I'm not too sure if this is the right or wrong thing to do, but I'm here now, and yeah, I'm not disappointed with second. I'll take second, yeah.
I feel great, hey? I didn't expect coming into this race. I mean, I wasn't seeded a third by any shot. I was really thinking like a 5th or 6th. But coming in third, geez, I was very happy, yeah.
There you have it. Connor Buck is our 2022 Aquila Midmar Mile winner. What a comeback by second-placed Michael McGlynn. His experience showed at the finish. And Ross Patterson, what a talent. Positions 1 to 3 all trained by Alistair Hatfield from Action Swim Academy. Then positions 8 and 9, also Action Swim Academy. Wow, a good day at the races, Big Al. Proud moments for all our finishers at the 2022 Aquila Midmar Mile. We move to the prize giving. One winner took all 3 maxed hotspots. Well done, Connor Buck. And champions aplenty. Well done to our top 10 male finishers. We look forward to the huge 50th celebration edition of the Aquila Midmar Mile 2023. This has been Super Swimmer. I'm Derek Alberts. Please stay safe, and thank you for watching.